what sort of human consciousness growth and expansion could, a decentralized AI network operated by a decentralized network of human beings, what could this do to help sort of uplift human consciousness in a way that's correlated with driving the emergence of a more coherent and more intelligent global brain. And we don't have a good way to address this sort of question either, which is a harder question than just how to measure the level of consciousness or intelligence in the global brain. So in a way, I think progress on building the global brain and nudging it to emerge is going much, much faster than progress on understanding what the global brain is, or understanding how to nudge and guide it in certain directions, right? And that's not necessarily a problem, but it's an interesting fact to look at anyway. And we didn't even get back to the spiritual aspect, which is fine, because that's even more of an open question, right? Because I mean that would be driven by the consciousness and the nature of consciousness and the level of sort of evolution of the consciousness of this global brain. And we certainly don't know how to measure that. Like, we can't even measure intelligence in humans across cultures, let alone measure the degree of like spiritual enlightenment or self-awareness in humans across cultures, right? Let alone in an emerging global brain system. But I think we could actually make progress on these questions if we as a culture cared as much as we do about like blowing each other up or selling each other stuff, right? But we don't collectively care enough. I mean, those in this room do, but the human species doesn't collectively care enough about these things to have put sort of big time effort into them. And so we are where we are, which is a very exciting place to be, but also a very confusing place to be.